Hey guys, this was supposed to be a video response to MrWildboy94. He, does book reviews. I'm gonna send this video to him, because I want him to see it. I tried to create a video response, but obviously I'm either too dumb to know how to do it, or my computer is screwed up, because I don't know what's going on. I'm not seeing anything on here that says how to create a video response. So I'm just gonna send this video to him in the hopes that he will watch it. But there's really only two things that I'm going to talk about in this. Well, three things. First thing is, this video is mainly about the stand. I was going to respond to this to the stand updates, but I couldn't find them on your channel. I was wondering if maybe you deleted them or something. You'd want to get back to me on that. But I did finish the stand. This is my copy of the stand. It's a new release of the stand. It says on the back here, Carrie gets re-released August 30th, and then Salem's Lot gets re-released December 27th. But anyway, the stand. You said you stopped at page 589, I think. Well, I finished it today. I read like 50 pages of the stand. This is the most boring book I have ever read. Cannot begin to describe how boring the book was. It was an absolute terrible book. I totally agree with you in saying this is like the worst Stephen King book I've ever read, but including this, I've only read 3. The Shining, this, and then Dolores Claiborne, which wasn't a bad book. And I've also read some short stories out of Skeleton Crew and Night Shift, including like The Mist and Children of the Corn. And I've started to read like Under the Dome. I'm looking at my bookshelf. See, Under the Dome, Pet Cemetery, which I couldn't finish. It was just so boring. What really kept me going in the stand was the end. Like, you think the stand is boring now, but the ending is really what gets this book. This is the complete and uncut edition. I have read the original edition. A lot better than the complete and uncut edition, just to let you know in case you haven't read that yet. But the ending is really what gives the stand its popularity. The ending is the best part of the stand. So I highly recommend you keep reading until the ending of this book. And that's the only reason you should read the stand. The third topic of this video is a book that I'm going to recommend to you. I sent you I left a comment on one of your videos talking about this book, but I thought I would mention it in my video. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. This is a library book. I don't own this book, but I'm on page 94, and there is 272 pages in the book. My dad recommended this to me because recently the author, Ken Kesey, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, he died like a couple weeks ago. I've never seen the movie with Jack Nicholson. Started to read it. It is a pretty weird book. It's basically about a mental hospital that is literally ran by a dictator, a Nurse Ratchet, and has 2 black helpers or aides, but they're mainly like for if a patient is going nuts, they like hold a patient down and like give him medicine or something. And R.P. McMurphy comes in, Jack Nicholson's character, and basically tries to overrule Nurse Ratchet's rule over this mental hospital, and basically gives the patients, like, the patients are like depressed and they do nothing and they can't like really do anything about Nurse Ratchet, and this guy kind of helps them overcome that. We find out that the only reason he's in this mental hospital is because he didn't want to go into jail. He was in a work farm, so he goes into this mental hospital because they think he's a psychopath, but I'm not that far in the book, but I don't think he is. But what I've read so far, I mean, this was a page turner. I read 50 pages the first day I got this, and I've had it for a week now. I haven't had a lot of time to read because I've been swamped with homework, but MrWildboy94. Definitely a good book to read. If you finish Message from Nam, I recommend you start reading this if you don't really feel like reading The Stand. But good books. This one is better. The ending is what kept this book. This book is just a page turner from beginning to end. So, highly recommend you read One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And also, I just want to say I do love your videos, and I like the way you talk about your opinions and topics with your video and your books and everything. And I really do enjoy watching them. There's very few channels I like to watch where people talk about, movies or books. I mean, I watch a lot of. You're the only channel that I really ever watch that has to do with books, because it's interesting with your channel. I mainly watch movie review channels because I'm a movie fanatic. As you can see behind me, I have 2 shelves filled with movies. That's like a little display of my collection. I have a shitload of movies. But I would also very much appreciate it if you'd create like a video response or some sort of video just to kind of give me some feedback. I mean, I don't mean to sound self-centered or selfish, but I don't know, it'd be cool. And again, just to hear from you would be really great. But MrWildboy94, your channel is great, your videos are great, and I hope you continue making a lot more videos. I'll still watch them.